that to be a part of the design. So there's cork board, peg board, very, very simply done. This is square, very similar. We first started this idea at AOL, and we did it out of drywall. This one's all this is all apple ply layered, and then there's glazing on this side, and we actually have film on there now, so it's not whiteboarding space, and there's a little light. Surprisingly, acoustically, very functional. Because once the sound goes into this space, it really gets absorbed by the material, so it almost feels like you close the door. And then this is probably the cheapest one you can do. This is, you've been to Home Depot, and you go to the warehouse docks, and you see these flaps on the warehouse doors. This is essentially that material on L-rod that's hung down by threaded rod. So this is about a $1,500 detail. And it works great. People like to push through. They seal because they have a little static electricity. We've also done them with a full ceiling. This one's just open to the floor. Felt is one of our favorite products because it's kind of a really nice material, plus it's a very good sound absorption material. So sometimes we do it just by simply slinging over rods so the furnishing can have a little bit of a canopy to it. Living rooms, you know, the whole thing about workplaces, it's about the conversation now and that collaboration. So we could have a very formal room with a very formal desk and a very formal setup, or we can have these living room spaces where it's a more relaxed conversation. So we want that interaction to be able to take place as well. And we don't typically do it with contract furnishings. We'll actually go out of our way to really pull residential feeling, very comfortable, very familiar feeling furniture into the mix. So this is, again, Microsoft. This is the Yelp headquarters in San Francisco. This is Facebook in Palo Alto. And this is a new project that we just finished, Zazzle in Redwood City. So we do like to put a lot of comfortable pieces in and around work areas so people will go to those as well as the conference rooms. War rooms are your traditional conference rooms. They're usually made for a little bit longer stays. People usually use them and they take them over. So they really become something that you need to almost give up for a week or two. So we build them that way. There's lots of whiteboard, there's lots of presentation material that can go into these areas. This is a company called Climate Corp. This is actually really interesting. This is a three-dimensional globe with 4 projectors. So it's actually a real-time computer because that's their business. Facebook office. This actually was the boardroom for Mark Zuckerberg. This is AOL's. The idea here was transparency and quick ideation. So we put the windows at a very low level, and you could never close them so that all the meetings could be seen by anybody coming into the lobby. This is at Giant Pixel, showing the contrast between our more tertiary meeting space and the regular conference room. This is a material that we use quite a bit. This is recording studio material. It's very easy just to attach that to a drywall substrate, and it functions very well. And the idea that you want to take advantage of the entire facility, the tertiary, the spaces in between, the transitory spaces. Oftentimes you'll see in buildings, you'll see a single lobby with a couple of pieces of furniture and really nobody hanging out. Our tendency is always to fill that and make them usable. Have power, have a data connection, have monitors available, have furnishings that promote that. In this particular case, the coffee shop. Everybody likes to go to they got the Starbucks. We actually just brought a really nice coffee maker into a building, and it became like basically a hub where people would always meet, hang out and work, put a big work table down there. So these are simple things that you can do to really activate the common areas. Having easy furniture to push around and lounge on. This is Evernote, and the nice thing about this solution for communicating staircase is that you can actually use this staircase for presentations. So behind here is actually a monitor, so the CEO, whoever's presenting, can stand at this end, and everybody can hang around the apron of the opening and on the staircase, and you can do a presentation there. So it's using every inch. And I'm just going to leave you with a day in the life of work in the Valley. So this is our firm in a 24-hour period. Welcome.